Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook Live update on a Thursday night. A couple of reasons to be excited on this Thursday night. One is we don't have the severe weather threat like we had on Wednesday night. And two, of course, Thursday night means it's Friday Eve. And so we've made it to the end of another week, or almost anyway, close enough. I hope everybody's having a great evening. We're starting off here with a live look at downtown Kalamazoo. The Peregrine Tower camera. We are right at sunset right now. So I'm going to squeeze the shot back here so that you can get a better look at it. There you go. Great evening, very pleasant weather. We do have a couple of showers that we've been watching move across the big lake, but they're dissipating rapidly. And really all we're seeing out of it for the most part, just a few scattered clouds here and there. It's really a nice weather pattern that we started into this afternoon that will continue through tomorrow. And then, of course, the heat. That's the big story. The OC is in the house, Ottawa County, Coopersville. Chris, thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much. As folks move in, again, follow us on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, and YouTube. You can follow me on all of those too, by the way. WWMT's Keith Thompson, as well as Weatherman Keith, at Weatherman Keith. That first one, WWMT's Keith Thompson's Facebook. The at Weatherman Keith is Twitter, Threads, Instagram, and YouTube. Peregrine Tower live shot here looking to the north. You know, I look at those steam stacks that you can really see in the distance or way in the distance. I get an idea there. We're looking to the north. So if those steam stacks, if the steam is going to the right just a little bit, that means we have a bit of a west wind. Obviously, we're not necessarily able to tell the north-south orientation of that, but I can tell you that we have a bit of a south wind or southwest wind that is blowing in. You're right, Carla. I love these long days. I don't know about you. I mean, but you know, when we're in the dead of winter, it's mid-January, early February, you know, and it's just so cold and it gets dark so early, and it just seems like, you know, it's going to be dark and cold forever. These are the days that I think about, and these are the evenings that I think about. I'm loving it. Jesse, hello to you. Good evening to you from the Berg. Jenny, how long will the rain delay at Comerica last? Ooh, I'll have to look and see what the radar looks like over there. Hold on just a moment. I'll give you a little bit of a hand there. I got to tell you, I wasn't really paying attention to the rain delay over there at Comerica. Hold on just a moment, and we'll check it out. Let's see what's going on over there. I don't think it's going to be around too long. And by the way, I'm using the handy-dandy News Channel 3 weather app there. Well, they got a severe thunderstorm warning, it looks like, just across the border there into western, southwestern Ontario there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer. Yeah, I don't think it'll be around for much longer, but the rain might be there for another half an hour or so. Let's see if we can get that played out just a little bit. I'll see if I can move this here. Yeah, I think it's going to be moving out here in the next, well, let's see. It might take sorry about this, folks, but it might take another 15 or 20 minutes, maybe 30. I don't know where they are in the game right now, but if they can wait it out just a little bit, if they've already played a lot of the game, I think that they'll be able to get that in. So I hope that answers the question. Thanks for asking. I didn't even know there was a rain delay over there. So thanks very much, Jenny. Robert, hello. Long time, but welcome back. Always good to see you. Tim, good evening to you from the Indy Pacer game. Are you at Gainbridge Fieldhouse? If you are, salute. My son and my oldest son and I went to the playoff game last year when they eliminated the Bucks. So we were down at Gainbridge for that. So Tim, if so, I hope it's going well. Still wearing your sweater, Robert. Greg, hello to you. Thanks very much. I appreciate your compliments, and I appreciate you showing up and posting. Thank you so much. Gwen, hello to you. Pam, hope you have a great night as well. Thanks very much. I did not, Jesse. I apologize. Robert, can't wait for the 100 degrees. Brings you back to Texas days. Oh, you're going to like this weekend, Ben, and especially early next week. Carl in Anchorage on the longest day of the year. Wow, a midnight baseball game. That's crazy. I've been there before, but not in the middle of summer. I've been there toward the end of summer, mid to late August, and it's still light, very late there. Janet, going to get hot for sure. Joanne, hello. I did come on late tonight. I apologize for that. Tied in the ninth, Jenny. You got to beat the Pirates, right? Because everybody beats the Pirates. Greg, ninth inning, 4-4. Well, they won the first game, of course, with Skubal on the mound, so hopefully they can take two. It was much better today, but that humidity is going to head back up. Let me show you what we got on tap. First, let's talk temps right now. We're in the 60s and low 70s. Kalamazoo, Three Rivers, Hastings on the warmer side, along with Charlotte at 73, not far behind BC, Sturgis, Dowagiac, Grand Rapids. And you can see some 60s showing up. Marshall, Hastings, and the Lakeshore looking a little bit cooler. The dew points are what I would say behaving compared to yesterday when we were in the upper 60s to near 70. Now we're in the upper 50s to around 60 for the most part. You can see a couple of outliers. But for the most part, that's why when you step outside this afternoon and even this evening, it does feel nicer. Now, not only are the temperatures going to go in the other direction starting tomorrow, but the dew points are as well. Acorn Farms won. Awesome. Jesse. Awesome. Shinnis Joe, hello. Haven't seen you in a little while. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate that. Rain has been a blessing for your veggie garden. Jen, awesome. Upcoming heat contribute to a bumper crop. And I got to tell you, folks, with that rain that we had, for those folks who got some, that's going to, put the juice in the grass there. So you're going to have to mow that yard. Thanks, Denise. I apologize for being here a little bit late. The Pacers are leading. That'd be great. Force a game 7, right? Shinnis Joe, important for us to note safety for pets at this particular time. And also, nothing in a car like this, left in a car. Absolutely nothing. Sarah, hello to you and Marshall. Jesse, that'll be interesting. Get some pictures. You should get somebody there at Acorn to send me some pictures of those teeth getting done. Boyne Mountain, nice. Okay, good. Mackinac Bridge was foggy this morning. Jeanette, I'm glad you took that advice to get out of town early, right? Get out of town early. Well, I want to note on our high temperatures here, mid-70s, very comfy along the lakeshore. Holland, Muskegon, only 74. Upper 70s, we only have 180 on the map, and that was Three Rivers. And, as I posted a little bit earlier, seeing as how just about every reporting station was below 80, this is going to be the last time I think that we're going to see highs below 80, probably for the rest of this month, and certainly for the next few days. Tomorrow we zoom up to the mid-80s. That's not too bad. But then we're going to be in the 90s. Saturday, we're looking at 92. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are going to be very hot days. And it's not just the heat. It is the humidity. And so it's a legit question to say, well, okay, so the air temperature's in the 90s. So what? What's our dew point? The educated Facebook Live viewer would say, and I will tell you that the dew points are going to be in the 70s. At least lower 70s, and maybe at times even closer to 74, 75. So you factor in, and by the way, you can do this at home with Google. Just Google heat index calculator. Google that, heat index calculator. And if you know the temperature, well, depending on the site that you use, and by the way, you don't have to pay or download anything. They're just, if you're on the one, a good one, it'll just be right there for you. You put in the temperature, you put in the dew point. So in this case, let's say that we're looking at a high Sunday of 95 with a dew point of 72, 73, low 70s, and you're going to come up with a heat index, or the way the air feels, that's going to be plus 100. Depending on what numbers you use, either in the low 101, 102, or maybe as high as 104, 105. So that's what we're looking at. What else do we have here? Sean, good evening to you. Hello, in Portage. Tina, hello to you. So there's the heat. I want everybody to take this seriously. Terry, hello to you. Going to get hot this weekend and next week for sure. And by the way, if you're wondering how long is it going to last, I believe that we're going to be we'll be in the 90s to Tuesday. I think Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be in the upper 80s, maybe 90. I think that we could be flirting with 90 degrees, really probably all the way to next Friday or Saturday, at least flirting with it. What does flirting with it mean? It means upper 80s, means at least upper 80s. Right, so I think that's what we're going to be doing. Shop's talking about clothes. Yeah, not fair for the mechanics to work in that heat. Listen, if you work in a place where they open up the overhead doors or something like that, and that's put on some big fans, but especially if you work around heat treated or things that produce heat, that's going to be problematic. You need to make sure that you stay hydrated. And obviously, if you work outside, roofers, people who are laying concrete, people who are doing asphalt work, people who are on farms or gardens, doing lawn work, landscape. You need to keep that sunscreen on. You need to also have water at the ready and stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Tomorrow, not as big of a deal, but over the weekend and into early next week, definitely so. And I'm a big advocate now for sunscreen and hats and things like that. And you know why. So definitely going to be an advocate for that. Working on something that, by the way, with a couple of the doctors who I've been seeing, something on that'll be coming up probably in a couple of weeks. Let's see. How is July looking? Well, we're going to start. Well, that's a little bit too far out. I only go out to really about the 1st, and it will be cooler. The 1st and 2nd of July, that's as far as I'm really going to be able to go. And even that, as you know, if you're a veteran here, I don't like going out more than 7 days or so. But it does look like this heat that is going to be sort of relentless. It may not be 90s next Thursday, next Friday, but it's going to be close if it's not there. But that kind of heat, I think, will probably linger until the end of the month, around the 30th of the month or around the 1st of July, which, by the way, is not that far away. It's 11 days out, 10 days out, 11 days out, will be a little bit cooler. Then we'll get a little bit of relief. Sue, hello to you in Parma. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate it very much. Jackson County in the house. Let's see. Joanne heading out of state on Sunday. Maybe the mountains won't be as hot. Stay hydrated and keep yourself protected from the sun. That's for sure. That's right, Tina. I like that. Cubs lost. Craig, oh no, the Cubs lost. Debbie, work in a cold meat department. So you're probably going to have some coworkers. You know what? You should say, hey, here's a trade-off. If you're really warm and you want to come in and get cool here in the meat department, you can, but you got to do a little work. Make them clean up or something like that. Saturday morning, we could get some storms. Yeah, we could. We could get a little action Saturday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning. And then also our next best chance after that looks to be about next Tuesday and especially Wednesday of next week. Yeah, I know. Laura, look at that. Read them and weep. Next Sunday, Monday, I'm going to do one of those graphics where I'm going to compare what we have on the heat index to what you have. What Palm Coast has, what Daytona has, what Orlando has, what Tampa has. It doesn't happen often, but this is the time of year where we can sort of cherry pick some of those days where actually it's hotter where we are than the folks in Florida. It doesn't happen often. So here's a look at the radar right now. A couple of those showers in the northern part of the lower there, but you see the Detroit stuff, by the way. Like I said, it's moving out. I think hopefully they'll be able to get back to playing baseball soon. And the showers that you see moving out of Wisconsin are not really going to be much of a threat for us. So let's get to the 7-day. Kellyanne, hello to you in Battle Creek. Tomorrow in Shipshewana should be all right. Jesse, I think you'll be all right. A little toasty, but not nearly as hot as what it's going to get to be over the weekend. Delane, liking the spring and fall. I get that when it's comfy cool, right? Okay, got that. All right, so there you see a few afternoon or evening showers tomorrow, into tomorrow night. But again, just few and a slight chance of that. Saturday, sunny and hot. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, sunny and hot with a chance for some thunderstorms, especially Tuesday, really rising on Wednesday and Thursday. So prepare for the heat. And I don't want to make light of it. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. And this is serious. Look, anywhere, 102, 103 heat index is hot. I don't care where you are. So this is not a matter of like, oh, it's only hot because we're in Michigan. This is hot anywhere. So we need to treat that accordingly and give it respect. Stu from the zoo. I like that. Thank you so much. Denise, hello to you. Sure sign of summer. The fireflies are out. Love it. Love it. Yeah, Shannon, Joe, you probably got some clouds up there now. I don't think that rain's going to be making it in, but it could. It could. I would say anything closer to US 10 and north might see a shower or two. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. I got 9:37 on the clock. That means in 23 minutes, I'll be live on ARC West Michigan. In an hour 23, I'll be live on the mothership. That's News Channel 3. Hope to catch you on one of those. If not, Jeff Porter is here tomorrow morning. Okay, I had to pause on that one. Jeff Porter is here in the morning with live updates from 4:30 to 9 a.m. He's got you again at noon. I'll pick you up at 5:30, and 6, and then we'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night, Friday night. We're always happy here on Friday night. So we'll catch that tomorrow night, and then we'll be looking that heat right in the face. But, it's getting to late June, right? It's getting to late June. By the way, if we hit that 95, it'll be the hottest day we've had since about the third week of August last year when we popped to 96. We don't usually get into the upper 90s very much around here. I might have to do a trivia question on that and ambush my good pals Andy D and Jessica Hardhorn tonight with a trivia question, something like that. Delane, I don't think so. I don't think there's a prediction for a super hot summer. You know, and like I said, this spell, if you want to call it that, is going to last about 10 days. Not all in the 90s, but warmer than average temperatures. And then by the time we get to the 1st of July, I think we're going to be looking at some much more comfy air. The big question, will that go into the 4th? Way too far out to predict that with any kind of certainty. Kenny, racing action tomorrow at the Kalamazoo Speedway, need no rain. I think we'll be looking all right. Yeah, we should be looking all right. The same for my good buddies at Hartford, where I was going to go last Friday, and it rained it out. Obviously, I have no clout, no say in what goes on in the weather. Joanne, I hope you have a good night as well. Jennifer, hello to you in Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo and Geneseo, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Let's get some good rest. Let's hit it hard tomorrow. We got Friday, and then we'll put it in the bag, and we're off to another weekend. If I don't see you tonight, I hope to catch up with you again tomorrow. Get some good rest, and make it a great day tomorrow. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks again for being here.